going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Day by day, man. I'm a little rough right now. I'm a little rough,
You good, man? You good?
man.
What you think about this?
It's bullshit, man. You know why? Because the man is prostituting their own nature, man, through societal conditioning. I don't believe in this shit. That's what I believe. That's what's going on.
When you say you don't believe in it, you mean as far as like basically waiting until marriage, or what you mean?
Like if I read the whole post correctly, right? Like
Yeah,
I look at it and it's like the guy put himself in the friend zone for so long to like to hope for something of the future. Like it's crazy because the thing is, this woman, right, is extracting this man's resources. Think about it.
right,
They
right.
on a date, getting to know. I mean, there's you can go on money free dates for so long. You're gonna spend money. You're gonna drop from your wallet.
Definitely.
So it's like for him to have his resources extracted without getting not even a kiss in return. That's bare minimum. That's wild. Imagine me not kissing you, like it, and I mean, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. But at the same time, it's like no sex without marriage is hard enough, right? Even through grace, but no kissing, that's like a deal breaker. Because even Christians, and they kiss way before marriage. They make
Right,
out way before marriage and all that.
right.
But and they know in their conscience they're breaking a little few laws here and there with their sinful actions. Their conscience will let you know that that they've been convicted way before no sex without marriage. Like
So
no, bro, it's a lie.
let me ask you this, Jordan. So as a man, obviously, when men are dealing with a woman, especially when they find her attractive, and they're investing their money, energy, attention, and time into her, they're eventually going to want sex. How many dates, how long do you need to be dealing with a woman before you start thinking that she's either trying to friend zone you or she's just playing with your money and your time and you just cut it off?
There's a book, right? There's a book for that. I The answer would be the second date. The second.
Hmm.
The first, you can be like, all right, cool. You don't know if it's her personality. You can give grace or whatever. The second date, you're like, all right, cool. Like, I need to make my move because even you don't want to fuck it up making it, making a move. Well, for me, you don't want to fuck it up by making the first move on the first date. You want to
Right,
give her space. You want to give her time.
right,
There's some women that are structured with rules.
right,
Like, okay, like, oh, I don't really kiss on first dates or whatever. It's not, and you don't want to be seen as needy. You don't want to be seen as thirsty, like
right,
over pursuing on the first date. So I give
right.
space and time on the second date. On the second date, that's when I really know, okay, I have to move on. Like I already did. Now I know the vetting process is longer than a couple dates, but I already vetted that you're not interested in me sexually. You're not
Right,
interested in me sexually. Now I got to move on to the next candidate, if you will. But
right.
for a man to prostitute his own nature through societal conditioning, it's a disservice to himself.
Hmm. Yeah, because I mean, from first meeting someone, having conversation with them, getting to know them a little bit, to deciding to actually go on a first date, and then, but there's gonna be some time between that first date and that second date to where, as a man, you're still gonna be talking to this woman, you're still gonna be communicating with her, asking her how she's doing, asking her how things are going at work and this, that, and the third, just having small talk about a bunch of different stuff. So if after by that second date, if if she if she's like still, I don't even want to say on the fence, but if she's still basically acting as if, like, I don't know, she's not trying to put out, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
Maybe.
know the answer to that question. So what I think is going on is she's monkey branching in the process of your first and second date. So she has other options too. So she's dating other people. People think that dating means fucking. No,
Right.
dating means a vetting process. Okay, while they're fucking, that's a different terminology. When you're committed, that's called going steady. So in the first second date, to answer your question more accurately, I
Hmm.
would say that she's monkey branching for better options while she's with you. She's not really emotionally invested necessarily. She's just going out on the date to see what happens. Like, okay, let's see how this guy presents himself. Let's see how shit actually goes. Um, while she's doing that, she has other text messages too. Like, it's like, for me, if I'm on a date with her, I want her undivided attention. So if she looks at her phone, it's like, nah, red flag, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? You really don't want to get, you don't want to, you don't want to rock the boat. Like, for me, I don't want to rock the boat. I just let shit slide. But I take notes. Like, when men and women date, when they get to know each other, whether it's any kind of like friendship, relationship, or whatever, men and women keep points. Like, they keep, like, they don't use it against them, but they keep points. Like,
Yeah, they
okay,
keep pointers on each
she,
other.
yeah, they keep points, right? Men and women do keep points. Like, all right, she did this, she like, all right, she did this. She's emotionally understanding. She's empathic. She's she has good listening skills. She could be an emotional support, and there can be like so many other red flags that, like, okay, she's neglectful, she has a justifying nasty attitude, she kind of talks back and whatever, like, okay, okay, cool, now I have to like channel that and really tame the animal, if you will, because in a
So
way
Chris,
we're, go ahead.
I wanna ask you. I wanna so what a lot of women, there's been a lot of talk that like um if women know if they want to like sleep with a man. It's like they know if they want to put out, and if they actually like the man, it's not going to be like a 90-day thing. It's not going to be like, here, you need to take me on all these dates, or you need to spend this amount of money on me, you need to do X, Y, and Z. I want to know if you think that is true. And I want to, and then secondly, do you think that these issues can be resolved by men just dealing with women that actually like them, women that actually show interest in them?
Well, the thing is, it's like, for a woman to know she's interested, like, she would take initiative she would take initiative to show you sexually, like, if you're interested in, like, if she's interested in you, like, if she's interested in a man. What were the rules again? Like, the 90-day rule? Were you talking about, like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was,
he needs to do
because
this, do that, do
right.
this? It's crazy. I'm like, did you set those rules on all the men that you dated way before you? That would be the number one question that I would ask way before this. Like, you're setting, like, if she likes you, she'll break rules for you. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
All those little societal conditioning rules that she has. If she really fucks with you, bro, if she really she would break rules for you. Like, for example, I know there were some women that paid $1,000 to see Chris Brown. What woman would pay $1,000 to see a man, bro? Other than a high value, high status man. I've never heard that. So Chris Brown is an outlier, right? He's an outlier. He's the exception to the rule, like, where women would drop all that. But if a woman set all those rules, it's like, those rules that are meant to be followed, that would be a wifey type. That would be a wifey archetype for me to follow those rules. That's if the man's perceptions belief, if he does believe that she is the wife, be a wife for me to follow those rules. Like, you gotta be top notch. All right, cool. As a man's perspective, like, yo, I cannot fuck this up. I can't sabotage this shit. All right, cool. And it's like, you know what? Unless you're not that wife archetype, because the thing is, right? Women have the friend zone, right? The men, they have a sex zone. Like, you're just a fuck buddy, a cup holder, an insurance policy. You're not really a wife necessarily. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we have two zones. The men have the sex zone where they have their fuck buddies on the side, and then the woman has where she extracts resources, time, and attention from that man. Does that make sense on those two aspects?
Yeah, I hear what you're
Because
saying.
they, all right, cool.
So